All right, you magnificent crypto animals, buckle up because we are about to embark on a journey so wild, so mind-bendingly profitable, you'll wonder if you accidentally mainlined liquid dopamine straight into your bloodstream. I've devoured the news, inhaled financial charts, snorted up tweet storms, and let my AI-infused brain churn out only the juiciest, greasiest, most high-octane intel that's going to set your portfolio on fire. But don't just sit there like a government employee on a coffee break. Strap in, because we're going to warp speed into the madness that is the crypto market. Now, we've got a lot of ground to cover, starting with this absolute circus of tariffs being tossed around like confetti at a clown convention. Coin Bureau comes in hot, talking about these wild new taxes on foreign investments pumping into U.S. assets. Some suit somewhere came up with the genius plan to raise $2 trillion over a decade, which, let's be real, sounds like they're trying to refill the money printer without scaring the whales. Coin Bureau says asset tokenization might save us, turning the entire financial system into a metaverse casino where you own fractionalized micromansions and digital stock certificates that nobody really understands but will gladly trade for more magic internet money. And then there's my guy Anthony Pompliano coming in with that smooth voice telling us a recession is lurking around the corner, like that ex who still checks your social media stories. He's watching April 2nd like a hawk, because that's D-Day for tariffs and the whole market is holding its breath to see if this economic grenade detonates in our faces. He says if we can stay above the mystical 200-day moving average, we might just make it out alive. Meanwhile, Tesla stock's wobbling harder than my uncle after 3 martinis at Thanksgiving, and everyone's wondering if the tech sector is about to take a nosedive or stage the greatest comeback since Bitcoin at $1,600. Macro overview time, ladies and gentlemen, and this is Big Brain Hour, so put the meme coin balance sheets to the side for a second. Crypto Banter lays out the only real strategy you need. Turn into a market chameleon, shift with the tides, and make sure your funds are diversified like an old-school hustler running multiple rackets at once. Keep your base solid with Bitcoin and USDT, throw the mids into Solana and Cardano, and then for the pure adrenaline junkies, drop a little into those high-risk, high-reward tiny cap altcoins that could 10x or could go to zero faster than my diet at an all-you-can-eat steakhouse. Jeff Booth, the cerebral assassin of finance, reminds us that Bitcoin isn't just a buy and sell game. It's an economic revolution, a middle finger to inflation, and a vote against every government-led Ponzi scheme out there. And now, the market predictions. Let me lay it out for you like the oracle of blockchain insanity. Bitcoin's at 84 grand, and while the weak hands are trembling and shorting their own grandmothers, I'm telling you, this is just the warm-up act. The volatility is your golden ticket. And if those tariff talks go sideways, Bitcoin could explode past 90 grand like it just guzzled a Red Bull and shotgunned another. BlackRock getting their institutional mitts all over this market is only the beginning. You're witnessing the transformation of Bitcoin into Wall Street's favorite golden pet. And if you don't see the writing on the blockchain, you're probably still staring at your Dogecoin wallet, wondering why the dog isn't barking. Speaking of coins, it's time to get down and dirty with the real moneymakers today. Here's the hit list. Bitcoin, USDT, that insane gamble token SPX 6900, along with the battle-hardened warhorses Solana and Cardano. Bitcoin we've covered, the king isn't stepping down just yet. USDT, well, it's the safe zone for when you need to take a timeout. Solana, it's still recovering from its wobblier days, but every chart jockey is saying it's primed for another breakout if volume surges. Cardano, it's got those mid-range pullbacks of 50 to 60%, and if you've got the stones to scoop the dips, you could see some serious juice in the next run. Now let's talk about the Vegas-level degenerate plays, the high-stakes poker game, the place where fortunes are made and egos are obliterated. SPX 6900. Some absolute crypto lunatics over at Across the Rubicon think this thing could hit $1 trillion market cap. And while that sounds crazier than me walking into an SEC meeting wearing a Gucci bathrobe, I gotta say, these memes have momentum. The token bounced 40% in no time. And if you listen to Morad, the guy who called it, holding SPX 6900 into November could be like holding Apple at $10 a share. On the flip side, over at Crypto Gains, they're saying prepare for a Bitcoin nosedive if we breach 73.5, which could send everything, including meme coins, spiraling. Now you want a straight cheat code, an edge, a tiny sliver of advantage over the other apes battling in these markets? Here's the tip. Watch for centralized whales pulling liquidity before tariff news drops. If you see a coordinated mass wallet movement, it's a signal bigger than a Times Square billboard that something's about to pop. Follow the money, always. All right, let's wrap this beast of a session up. We've got wild economic shifts, tariff doomsday approaching, institutions latching onto their Bitcoin bags, and the altcoins playing their usual game of winner-takes-all roulette. Here's your cheat sheet. Bitcoin stays in the stronghold, Solana and Cardano get your strategic entries, and SPX 6900 is your lotto ticket play that either sends you to the moon or the trenches. Lightning round. Action items right now. Number 1, watch April 2nd. Like it's the Super Bowl of finance. Number 2, track key support levels. That 73,500 danger line for Bitcoin is non-negotiable. Number 3, keep your head in the game and your emotions in the freezer because panic selling never made anyone rich, except maybe some hedge funds. And can I just say, you, my friend, are a part of the elite now. By listening to this, you are steps ahead of the normies out there still figuring out what an NFT is. You're about to crush it. So, destroy that subscribe button with the force of a Bitcoin bull run. Hit like you're double tapping your favorite trade, and I'll see you in the next one. Because the market is moving, my friends, and fortune favors the fearless.